Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 62. Oh, what is that happening top right? Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 62, and today we are returning with a massive episode with our Tigers as we take on Real Madrid at home in the penultimate game of the Champions League group stage, and also play host to Liverpool as well in the Premier League. Before we play those games, though, show you how I've been getting on off camera. So not too much to report then from the last episode where we lost to the Saints 2-0 away at St Mary's and then beat Fenerbahce 2-0 at the KCOM Stadium. Just the two games off camera, and they were both in the Premier League. We started with a 3-1 victory at home to Watford in the first of the two games off camera to follow on from our 2-0 victory over Fenerbahce. Dybala scoring a brace in this game. He continues to look fantastic. And, you know, I've been seeing the comments from the transfer special and, of course, the ones in the last couple of episodes as well. £67 million for the guy, 200 grand a week. You know, it's not what we do here at Hull City, but we need to do it now. And what an investment this guy has been. He's been absolutely fantastic and worth every single penny. And he's worth a lot of pennies, that's for sure. So Dybala bagging a brace, and Barkley scoring again in this game. Probably our best player in recent weeks. So 3-1 the final score. Big win that one after a very inconsistent run of form, particularly in the Premier League. And the last game I played off camera was a goalless draw away at Carrow Road against Norwich, 0-0. There was very little going on in this game. They did have a man sent off late on, but to be honest, not really much to report at all in a very damp squib. So, two games today, Real Madrid and Liverpool. Right now, this is our competitions overview. As you can see, starting with the Premier League, 13 games in, so just past a third of the way through the season. And right now, we're in 5th. It's been a struggling start for Hull City. We are currently behind Chelsea on goal difference. No. Well, yeah, technically yes, but it's because they've scored 2 more goals, but they have let into more than us. We've got the same goal difference record, but their more goals scored puts them in 4th, and we stay in 5th. And the Champions League right now, 2 games to go, and as you can see, we're in 2nd place, 6 points behind Real Madrid. They've topped it, and that's fine, but we could still drop out. And that's why today's game against Real Madrid is going to be absolutely massive, because if we lose and Fenerbahce beat Dinamo Zagreb, which, let's be honest here, you would expect them to do, as they're the whipping boys in the group right now, yet to score a goal in the Champions League group. That means that going into the final game, we'll have to beat them as well, which, you know, I think we could definitely do based on the current results for that team. But Real Madrid will have nothing to play for. You know, tonight, mathematically, they've not even qualified. Well, you know, we know they have, but mathematically, they haven't. So on the final game, they might rest all their players, and Fenerbahce might get a point, and that will knock us out. So we got to at least get a point tonight, and that's why the game is crucial. So the first game is against Real Madrid. I'm very nervous, I've got to say. Probably more nervous for this game than the Liverpool game, because we really need to get a point in this one and give ourselves the best possible chance of qualifying going into game 6. So yeah, 43-1, and this will be the team for the game. Raj is in goal, back four of Hark, Dimov, Keane and Toure. In midfield, Kirkpatrick and Malonas. Further forward, Olivier on the left, Barley on the right, Barkley the attacking midfielder. And how about this tonight? Brian Reed starting up top on his own. Scored in the EFL Cup, that's the only start he's had this season competitively, but this guy is developing pretty nicely. And with Berahino and Ruggiero being very poor and Donnelly not scoring too many of late, I think we should give him a chance. I think we should give the 20-year-old a chance and see what he can do. On the bench, Fikari, Sonogo, Timon, Balut, Lecco, Berahino and Donnelly. And right now on the injury report, we have Dembele currently injured and he's out for 2 weeks. Saidi also injured and he's out for about 2 weeks. And N'Golo Kante tonight is suspended in the Champions League due to an accumulation of yellow cards. So, first game, it's Real Madrid. I'm not feeling confident, but we need a point. Let's go Hull. Also, of course, in the last episode, we talked about changing the formation. I'm sticking with the 4-2-3-1 just to begin with, because, of course, we haven't lost our last 2 games using it. Sorry, last 3 games even, and won 2 of those 3 as well. So I'll stick with it for the time being. We've got loads of suggestions in the last episode. I must say, I'm definitely contemplating switching from a 4 at the back formation, and the 3-5-2 is something I might be switching to. I've put it in my tactics, sort of like, you get like 3 slots you can have for match preparation. I've put it in the one of the slots, and I might potentially use that for the second game if we lose tonight. Changing it up completely, keeping opposition managers guessing. And here is the first highlight, and sadly it does come to the Spanish powerhouses, with Hazard finding Griezmann through towards Zinchenko, and oh, Raj could have gone in front straight away, but Raj makes the save to keep it at 0-0. I'll be keeping a close eye on the Fenerbahce again. Let's get the latest scores on, actually, just to see if Dinamo Zagreb can do us a massive favour tonight and get a point. Almost forgot where it was there for a minute. I was hadn't it hidden. And there we go, latest scores on, and a highlight here for Hull City, perhaps, as Barley goes down the right-hand side. Don't sound too surprised, mate, this is your team, as Barley does really well and finds Brian Malonas through towards Barkley. Reed! Oh, Brian Reed! Brian Reed, I've given him a start, and he's repaid me his first Champions League goal, and we go in front. Fantastic stuff. What work from Barley. What a signing he's been into Malonas. Malonas to Barkley, lovely first-time pass. That was a brilliant little goal there, and Brian Reed with the finish. Is he the new hero at Hull? Brian Reed, 1-0 to Hull City, but here's Griezmann on the ball, turning one, Hack makes the tackle though, and now potentially a chance on the break here with Barley on the ball down the right. We slow the pace down though, and we should just pass out from the back. Keep your foot on the ball, lads, keep hold of it, let's not surrender possession please. Keane, where are you going? Okay, that's, well, it's not great, is it? We got it cleared, it'll come straight to Real Madrid. Zinchenko shoots, Raj, oh, turns it onto the post, big stop by the captain. I might switch to counter. I never like to do that, but I might just have to really try and hit him on the break. Like right now, Barkley to Reed. Can he bag a brace? Brian Reed! Oh, saved, and it's saved again. Brian Reed is in the mood. What a decision to start him. Never like to switch to counter, but I feel like that's where our goals are going to come from in this game. It always invites pressure, you know, because you ease off a little bit and try and force them to come out. But I don't like it. I really don't like it. So we'll stay on control for the time being because we're winning. No need to change a winning formula. And at the break, we'll be claiming a massive victory as things stand. Let's not jinx it. Say nothing at half-time because, you know, that always does jinx things. And we shall leave it. Dinamo Zagreb, by the way, doing well to hold their own. Still 0-0 away in Turkey. That'll be a massive result. I mean, if the results stay the way they are right now, this will be absolutely huge. And the first highlight comes to Hull in the second half as well. Olivier on the ball. Might need a teammate. Has Huck in support down the left-hand side. Keeps going himself to Belgium, though. Whips in across. Barney's at the back stick. Heads it on. Reed! Brian Reed has made it 2-0. What a decision to start at number 29. Barley did so well to get on the end of that deep cross to the back stick. Head it through. Keep it in play. And Brian Reed takes full advantage to flex off. Is that Rafael Varane for Real Madrid? I think it is, yeah. And Reed with the finish makes it 2-0. What an incredible game we are having right now at the KCOM Stadium. Oh, no. Surely not. No, he's tackled. I was going to say, surely he's not on for the hat-trick. As Dimov finds Brian Malonas. He still could get one, though. Malonas to Barkley. Barkley. Oh, he's free. It's not Reed who's got the third, but Ross Barkley, who's been in amazing form of late, makes it 3-0 to Hull. What an incredible game this has been. Who saw this coming? Well, we're not switching from the 4-2-3-1 then for the second game, that's for sure, or so it seems. Brian to Barkley, and a brilliant finish by Ross. Past the keeper and in to the back of the net. We have been lethal and clinical every time we've gone forward. We lead by 3-0. Let's not think the job is done, because Real Madrid are one of the best teams in the world. We do not want to capitulate, but it's been an amazing game. We could be on for a fourth goal here. Willie Kirkpatrick on the ball, finding Brian Reed. Scott's linking up. Reed over the top. Barkley. It's 4. It's 4-0 to Hull City against Real Madrid. Unbelievable. This is quite extraordinary, and this could potentially be one of the best wins of the series. And Brian Reed has been unbelievable. Lobs over the top, finds Ross Barkley, gets an assist to his 2 goals tonight. And Ross Barkley with a brace has been fantastic as well. He is definitely our best player in recent weeks. I said he needs a new contract. I think I'll be offering one straight after the game. But Real Madrid have got a goal back a few minutes afterwards. Mauro Icardi heading in, and Eden Hazard corner just before the hour mark. And with 31 minutes to go, I don't want to say anything because there's still a chance they could get back in the game. Rad's getting caught in no man's land. Second time in 2 Champions League games. He's had a howler coming for a cross and getting nowhere near it. 4-1. I feel like we'll be okay, but there's always that chance of Fenerbahce have gone in front as well. And Real Madrid have a highlight here as well. Oh god, it's all going to fall apart, isn't it? You just know it. It's like those boxes I talked about in the last episode. Goretzka, Icardi, Dimov gets it away. And Varane heads on. But here come Real Madrid again. Danny Carvajal, the right back towards Jankic, who tries his luck from range and hits the bar. Torre gets it clear. This game is far from over. And another highlight here as I'm making changes. Huck scrambles the ball long and Reed does well to keep it in play. Brian, who's been sensational tonight, finds his other Brian colleague, Malone, as Olivier. Oh, it's amazing. It's Hull City 5, Real Madrid 1. I was making changes, and we've extended our lead to 4 once again. Willie Olivier with a goal. Both he and Miguel haven't done that much this season down the left-hand side, mainly because most of our attacks have come down the right through Derbali, but Willie Olivier with a deft little finish, past the keeper and in off the post. Fenerbahce have gone in front, but I don't really care because we're 5-1 up in this game, and this has got to be the best win of the series, no doubt about it. And yet another highlight as I'm making changes, as Vallejo is on the ball for Real Madrid, finding Danny Carvajal. I cannot believe this. I mean, I'm genuinely shocked. I'm genuinely speechless. And this is me we're talking about. The human monologue as Farouk Balut tries to go on the run. And Lamont, a new gen / regen left back who I've been keeping an eye on, makes a good tackle. Still 5-1. I can't see Real Madrid scoring 4 goals in just over 10 minutes. So I think we're going to be okay now. And what an incredible result this is going to be. It will mean that we stay on level points with the Turkish side Fenerbahce. But it means that going in to the final game, if we beat Dinamo Zagreb, then we've basically done it. Leko crosses Reed. Oh, there it is. There it is. Brian Reed with the hat-trick. Makes it Hull City 6, Real Madrid 1. I can't believe this. I am truly speechless. Leko down the right, skins his man, whips in a low cross to the centre, and Brian Reed with the finish has surely earned a start against Liverpool as well. 6-1 to Hull City against Real Madrid. Madness. I'd love to take him off for a virtual standing ovation as well as the game comes to its close, but sadly I can't do that because I've made my free sub, so I'll have to do it myself. Brian Reed, what a legend already. Hull City 6, Real Madrid 1, and there is the final whistle. That is quite remarkable. I don't think anyone saw that coming, not even in our wildest dreams. So, seems like a bit of a casual thing to say when you beat Real Madrid 6-1. Good work out there, lads. You did what was needed of you tonight. Yeah, thanks, Gaffer. Yeah, we just did beat Real Madrid 6-1. I was hoping for a little bit better praise from you, but I'll say I'm very happy with the result and the way you've played, and most players are absolutely delighted, and I'm not one bit surprised. That was fantastic. And for Brian Reed, a 9.7 starting him tonight. I mean, it was a bold thing to do. 20 years old, Champions League debut, and he nets a hat-trick against Real Madrid. Oh no, lots of achievement as well. Nice one. Got to individually praise him as well. For his passing, maybe. Got to individually praise him. Brian Reed. I mean, Brian Donnelly might not be the best striker at Hull. He might not even be the best Brian at Hull, it seems. Brian Reed. Is this the new star? Possibly. He's looking amazing. And that means the group now looks like this as well. Very, very tight still. Us and Fenerbahce with identical records. But, of course, we have more in the goal difference by +7. I think it's actually head-to-head that it comes down to first, doesn't it? Or is that the Europa League? I think it's one of the two. Might be Champions League, I can't remember. But if it's goal difference anyway, we're fine because we're +7 ahead. So regardless, we beat them in the head-to-head record because we scored 1 more goal against them. And goal difference too, we're still far ahead, so that doesn't really matter. But right now, it's still very tight. So if we beat Dinamo Zagreb, which we should do, let's be honest here, yet to score a goal in the group and concede a 13 as well, that will mean that we'll surely qualify, albeit most likely in second place. Unless Fenerbahce want to beat Real Madrid, that would be insane. On the board, I want to increase the transfer budget as well. Don't mind if I do, lads. Don't mind. Well, I don't mind if you do. So what's it mean increased to now? Oh, hello, £34.1 million. We had no money after I spent it all on Derbali. Thank you very much, board. I can't wait for January. I don't think that's a wise thing to do, though, I should say, by the way, because our balance, as you can see, is slow. Well, I say slowly, decreasing quite a bit at the moment. Oops, wrong one. Due to the amount of money we spent in the summer and the amount of players we have on high wages as well. So, in terms of talking financial sense, that's probably a really bad thing to do after what happened over the summer. But hey ho, we'll deal with that later. I've got £34 million to play with, and I'm certainly not going to turn that down. I just know this is going to be one of those episodes where I forget that I've left my microphone off in terms of the settings when I start to record the screen. I just forget to tick the box, and that means that the audio hasn't come through and I have to play it again. I won't get that 6-1 victory. I just know it. But anyway, here we go. Second and final game today. It's Liverpool at the KCOM Stadium in the Premier League. They're playing very poorly in the league right now. I think they're in 15th place. So we should really be fancying our chances, especially at home as well, on the back of a 6-1 victory. Let's make a couple of changes to the team, though. And we've got Dinamo Zagreb in a few days' time. So we'll make a couple of changes, and I'll be back once I pick my lineup. Alright, so I'm ready. Sticking with the 4-2-3-1, of course, but quite a few changes in personnel. We have Raj in goal for this game. A back four of Huck, Dimov, Sonogo, and Farouk Balut. In midfield, Kirkpatrick and Malonaz. Further forward, Miguel on the left, Burley on the right, and Barkley is the attacking midfielder. Brian Donnelly does come back in for this game, and he should be chomping at the bits to get given a start in this game after not playing in midweek and watching 20-year-old Brian Reed score a hat-trick against Real Madrid. So this is his game to step up and say, I've not been scoring many goals of late, but I'm still the #1 guy here in terms of putting the ball in the back of the net. So we'll give Donnelly the start, and we'll rest Brian Reed for Tuesday night. Maybe like last year with Berahino in the Champions League, Reed is going to be our Champions League goal scorer. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, on the bench, Vikari, Keane, Timon, Kante, Lecco, Berahino, and Reed if we need him. Never thought I'd be saying that. Brian Reed if we need him, just in case, for the second game today. So it's Liverpool, it's at home, it's the Premier League. We need to get a win and get back in the top 4. Come on, Hull City. I'll take a 6-1 again, no doubt. Brian Reed netting a hat-trick against Real Madrid. I mean, this has got to be a game where Donnelly thinks, I've got to score. I've got to score at least 1 or 2 in this game. Otherwise, I might lose my place altogether. Because Reed is definitely starting on Tuesday night. Regardless of what Donnelly does tonight, Reed is getting the start against Dinamo Zagreb. No doubt whatsoever. So Donnelly's got to score if he wants to stay on my good books and stay on my team. First highlight here for Liverpool, perhaps. But Hark wins the ball back from Butland's free kick. And our left back gets past one. Down his left-hand side, might need some support, so finds Miguel. He's tackled though, and Liverpool get it straight back. If they go in front, I'll not be happy, as Jordan Henderson receives the ball. Out wide towards Iñaki Williams, and Williams cuts inside from the left, finds Henderson, who controls, back towards Nemeto, shot deflected. Williams gets it back though, inside towards Williams. Woodburn, 1-0. 1-0, I don't believe it. We beat Real Madrid 6-1, and out of form, Liverpool come to the KCOM and lead inside the first 20 minutes. Ridiculous. What is up with us in the Premier League this season? We're all over the place. Jethro Williams through towards Iñaki Williams. And the shot by Woodburn, to be fair, does take a deflection off Dimov and go into the bottom corner. We concede so many goals from deflected efforts. And the Reds are stunning us here and have gone in front early. Get Brian Reed on. Can't believe this. There's been nothing going on in the first half. We just beat Real Madrid 6-1. 6-1. And I gave a 20-year-old a striker at his debut in the Champions League. I tell you what, Donnelly, like, he says he's motivated. I'm going to aggressively say I'm not happy with his performance. He's fired up. He better score a goal because he's coming off in about 15 minutes' time. If it's still 1-0 and we've created nothing. Let's change our instructions. Let's go to mix the passing. Let's stop playing out of defence. Let's much higher our tempo. Let's get as wide as possible and switch to attacking as well. This is absolutely terrible. What is going on in the league this season? Well, still trailing by 1. There's the hour mark. Time to get Donnelly off the pitch. He's done nothing, and on comes Brian Reed. Wanted to save for Tuesday night. Now I can't. I need him on. Barkley's been poor as well. Those two are only good in the Champions League, it seems. I think we'll leave things as they are for now, but it's not been good from us. We're still trailing by 1. I think we'll leave the instructions as they are for now. But let's go be more expressive actually. Let's try and get some sort of chances, because right now we've done nothing. Only had 1 shot in the game, no clear-cut chances, 4 shots now, but still no clear-cut chances. That's got to change. We're just over 10 minutes to go, switching to our attacking 4-2-4. And we should do our very best to create some chances, but I've got to say right now I'm not feeling confident whatsoever. I mean, there's still time, but we've done absolutely nothing in this game. Created no clear-cut chances at all. And it seems like Liverpool are going to come to the KCOM, get a shocking win. And I don't know what to say. I mean, in the Champions League, we're still doing very well. You know, evident by our 6-1 victory over Real Madrid in the week. In the league this season, I wanted us to challenge for the title. And just like last year, we're in the same sort of situation. You know, we're already so many points behind United. We're never going to catch up because we keep on slipping up. Well, 1 chance here maybe, but it comes to Liverpool instead. Ben Woodburn on the ball, running at our back line, and tackled by Balut. Come on, Kante now on the pitch. Just launches it long, gives it straight to Llorente. We've done nothing. No clear-cut chances, no highlights for us at all. And Liverpool are going to get such an easy 3 points, totally against all expectations. No one saw this coming. I mean, no one saw the game coming against Real Madrid, the 6-1 victory. I thought this game would surely be a win for us. Liverpool way out of form this season, horrendous form really in the league, and they've come to us and just brushed it aside as if we're not even there and not a team that can beat Real Madrid 6-1. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No chances at all in a 1-0 defeat. I should have started Reed. I wanted to save him for Tuesday night against Zagreb. Donnelly was useless, the whole team did nothing, and I can't believe this. We just beat Real Madrid 6-1 today, and then we do nothing in the game at home against Liverpool. Absolutely awful, and just a sign of the times right now. We just can't play well in the league. We just can't win games, so Oh, I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. We're going to be lucky to make the top 4 this season playing like this. Our form has been horrendous domestically. We just can't get it sorted. But that will end today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy the episode, a bizarre episode, then please do consider leaving a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated, and they really help the channel out. We shall return in the next episode for the very next 2 games. We've got Dinamo Zagreb away in the final Champions League group stage game, where a win will put us through to knockout stages, and then we're away against second place Manchester City, with our league form being so poor. Probably going to see City thrash us in that game, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Thanks for watching, have an awesome day, and I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series very soon. I can't believe that. I literally can't believe that. Both of those games, bizarre as hell.